In this video, you are going to be learning why it is very important to utilize AI in this era. Now, I know many people have opinions about AI in different ways, and hey, normally this is something I wouldn't talk about, but I have a lot of people around me that keep on asking me questions, and they're like, Cliff, should I use AI or I shouldn't? So I'm going to be breaking down how to use AI if you are a beginner, and what you should do and what you should not do, so that you can be able to understand how to take advantage of this era we are in. By the way, my name is Cliff Cheqona. I've been in the financial market for 14 plus years, and now I don't only teach just trading, I also teach identity reconstruction. And I have spent the past years helping people to understand who they are and why they keep on sabotaging themselves. And I hope this video helps you as well. Let's get right into it. Let's look at it from this angle. This is still business, okay? I don't want you to think it's anything different from this. It is still business. So that means the principles of business must remain the same. Nothing changes. I want us to keep that in mind. Many a times when you talk about AI integrations and every single thing, what people are normally thinking about is, okay, how is it different from the way we used to do business back in the days? It is still the same thing. Businesses is still having the same principles. And as I always say, that principles will always remain the same, but then practices keeps on changing. So this will keep on changing, and this will keep on remaining the same. When we talk about principles of business, what does that mean? It means there must be value exchange. Is that true? That means that if you don't have no value, you have no business. If you have no supply and demand, you have no business. These principles will never change. And every single time that you are trying to get to do business with somebody, the principle of knowing why they should do business with you still stand. The principle of you knowing how you are going to help them if they do business with you. And then if you are going to be able to give them the what you are using to change their lives, that is very important. So because the value must exist, the how you are going to help them must exist, and what you are helping them with must also exist. These things are principles, they don't change. Then cash flow, obviously money, and all those things, they are all just sort of principles. Now the practices is where we are going to be putting AI here, to be precise. Here, the practices. Now I grew up physically in my grandmother's house. Now back to my grandmother now. My grandmother used to also, she is alive by the grace of God. She was into purified water, bottled or sachet, whatever. So we grew up like that. So back in the days, the way we used to make the water, because I saw this, we will fill the water up, and then we will now put the water in a small machine. Then you will now clip it. Then it will separate the sachet water from the long other sachet waters. Now, when they finish, you will now pick it, put it in a basin, and then other people will pack it and arrange it so that they could go sell. Now, after a few years ahead, I saw my grandmother now no more doing it that way, but she now ended up doing what we call machine packaging. So now she was no longer letting us do it that way, but she was having one machine, and the machine will fill the water, cut it, put it. And all we had to do was to arrange it in the bag. Now, companies do not only need AIs, but rather what? We individuals. Does that make sense now? So back then, companies were the only ones using machines, AIs, and other artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth. But now, human beings also need this. For what? For your personal side hustle, for your personal work. Why do we need it? This is the reason why we are trying to understand artificial intelligence, not to replace our intuition, not to replace whatever that we are doing, but rather to help us to scale. So the main important thing here is to scale. Every single time that somebody used AI, the goal was to scale. Nobody uses any practice to help them in business, and the goal is just to have it too, is to scale. And then scale only is connected to one important goal: speed. Nobody wants to scale slow. Nobody wants to scale maybe. Nobody wants to scale somehow. Everybody wants to scale with speed. And that is why you want to scale. And in this context right now, AI is helping many companies, many individual personal brands, many little scale businesses to grow. The first thing many people get it wrong when you are trying to use AI is, what AI should I use? That is not the first step if you want to know how to use AI. The first step is, what am I doing? If you want to be able to survive in this business model, the question is, what am I doing? That means, what business are you into? What side hustle are you building? That will determine what AI that you will need. So the first thing is, what am I doing? So you need to be able to put it down. What am I doing? Am I creating content? Am I trying to build a website for people? Am I trying to sell products? Am I writing a book? So right now, those who write books are using AI not to replace their writing, to use the AI to do what we call proofreading and making sure what they wrote is very on point. These things is how you scale. So normally, if it would take you 15 years to do something, with the act of AI, you could do it in a smaller dimension of time. That is what basically the concept is all about. After you've been able to understand what you are doing, the next question is, what you are doing, where does this still requires your presence? In other words, the principles, what can change? Where? Let's say you want to know what your competitors are doing. Or in other words, you want to be able to build your brand. Now, if you want to build your brand, where does AI comes in? I will show you. And where do you come in? So the next thing that you have to understand is, I'm going to give a clear example for you to understand this. Let's say, for example, in your company, you want to build a brand. In your company, you want to build a brand. So the next thing you got to do is, every time you're using AI, this is how you're supposed to look at it from this point of view. Where does this job, where does this business still requires me? So me and AI. So here, make sure it is always the principles, and make sure here is always the practices. Very, very important. So over here is always going to be the principles, and over here will be the practices, because the practices is okay for it to change, but the principles will never change. So now, let's say you are building a brand. What does it require from you that AI cannot replace? You cannot just go to the AI and say, build me a brand. Okay, what type of brand? Very big brand. Big brand. Brand that will be big in the world. Global brand. And AI says, okay, so what do you want to sell? Like, sell me everything. I just want to build a big brand. No. Principles. So what are you building here? You will tell them, my goal is to help people who are always, people who are always struggling with scheduling maybe meetings, whatever. So that is the kind of people you're trying to help. Helping people who are always struggling with scheduling. That is the kind of brand you are trying to build. So now the AI will now ask you. So remember, you're talking to the AI now. Let's say you're using Claude, GPT, whatever. Normally what I do in my essence is, anytime I want to build something, the first thing I do is that I tell the AI, I'm about to do XYZ. Interview me so that you will know exactly how you will know where to help me, and only focus on the practices of where you can help me, and then leave the principles to me. That is it. So you tell the AI. So that means if you got to go read a book to know about sales, you still need to go read a book about sales. Why? Because knowledge is principle. Does that make sense now? So if you don't know anything about sales and you are trying to tell the AI to help you to sell, you may sell, but at some point you will get stuck. You will start to realize that, yes, you are selling, but you don't even know if you are successful or not, because the principles still remain the same. So how help people who are always struggling with scheduling? That is the kind of brand and the kind of company you are trying to build. So the AI will now help you and ask you a question like, who are the type of maybe age range, or what do they do? Is it companies? Is it whatever? It's trying to still understand exactly the type of people you're trying to help, because I will be able to help them. And who are you trying to help here? Is it Africans? Is it, Western people? What is it? It will ask you all the questions. But the first thing that I do is everything that I want to do is I tell the AI. So I pick one AI, which is probably mostly Claude. Back then I used to use ChatGPT a lot, but I used to use ChatGPT a lot, but now I use a lot of Claude. So what are you using the Claude for? You are telling Claude that, listen, I'm about to start this business and I want you to interview me to understand everything about the business. So that's the prompt I normally use. I'm about to start this business. I'm about to start this project. Interview me with somebody with this experience in this industry. Ask me all the questions you need to know so that you will understand what I'm about to do and you can know how you can help me. And then make sure you group every single thing in the order of practices and principles. Leave the principles to me and focus on the practices. Now, after it has given me the interview, the next thing now is I will now tell it, based on everything that you have said right now, what are the various other AI that I need or other platforms I need together with you to be able to help me to achieve this X amount of results. So now one AI, which is Claude, has been able to give you interview, done everything, and it is showing you other AIs that you have to use. Now, the most problem is that, of course, majority of the AIs, for example, like Claude, you're going to have to pay and you're going to have to spend a lot of credit if you want to get the best out of it. This is where many people get stuck. But remember what I told you, principles never changes. So AI is in the business, but money is still required. Ta-da! This is where many people get stuck because you cannot take the money away from business principles. You still need money to put it into the business. All right. Or you need to find a way to hustle. So let's say, for example, somebody wants to start a coffee shop and they don't have the money for the coffee shop. Well, I feel you, but you need to be able to at least know somebody who can give you the money or start small. Maybe you can get a table and put the thing on. Let people taste your cake. One day, somebody will keep on buying it to recommend to somebody and your cake business will grow so much well that the table cannot be able to contain it. Because watch this. If you are selling on a table, it doesn't mean that you don't have money to have a big shop. It means that the customers has not grown enough to take your product off the table. Do you guys get it? So if your business has not grown enough to take the business off the table, that is where you need to stay. The mistake many people make, and we've all been making that back in the days, is that we want to leave the location, leave the platform when your brand and your business is not even asking you to do that in the first place. So let's say right now you are only able to sell 50 oranges on this table. That is because you are getting only probably 20 customers who are buying one each. So you still have 30 oranges remaining on your table. That means you still have more room for this table. Now, the moment you start getting 100 customers and you only have 50 oranges, not because you couldn't bring more, but because of the table, all you need to do is to tell them, listen, it is finished, but I can get one for you. So give me your money. Come back next week. The oranges will be ready. Now, by the time they will come back, you have 100 oranges because you have 100 customers. And then now, the more that you keep on growing, you realize that now you don't have any choice, but there are 1,000 customers and only you cannot package 1,000 oranges. So you need employees. Then now you realize that your business is going global and you can't track everybody. So you need a system. And now you realize that some of the people in your system are finding it very difficult to keep up and be fast because the work has grown above them. So now you need integrations. Whether it's an artificial integration or whether it is a human integration creating a system for you, you need integration. So before you know, you can realize everything changes. So for example, right now, if you look into the platforms that we are using now, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, AI videos are dominating. I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. So the biggest problem right now is, let's say me that I'm a content creator as well, or they are able to repurpose my video into content creation based on the things that I'm doing. One thing you're going to find out is there are many videos that comes across on YouTube. Okay, many videos. So you will find out there are AI videos about Jesus. There are AI videos about how you do. There are AI videos about everything. So whether you are in the Christian space, there are AI music videos everywhere. So now, while you are busy trying to look for the perfect one, by the time you come, other people's attention has been given to that platform. Okay, so you have no choice. Even though your content is good, it's not going to be recommended because they trust other platforms now. So what you would then do is you need to basically connect your your business to AI to help you to build your brand. So right now there is something called Metricool. So Metricool is a way whereby you used to be able to go check your analytics and see what you can use the analytics for. There is something called Google Analytics. You connect your website to it. It will be able to show you how you can be able to know who is following you, at what point do they drop out, what are they buying, at what point do they leave your website, so that you can understand who you are selling to. All these things are practices that kept on changing. Now you can connect what we call the MCP of that website to Claude, and Claude can analyze all of it for you without you doing it, tell it to arrange it for you and tell you what is performing, what is not performing. Now, this would have normally taken you like almost like what? Maybe 1 week, but now it's taking you 24 hours, minimum 1 hour, and you have all these analytics. And even after you have gotten analytics, because your Claude knows you, you can tell Claude, based on this analytics, where am I going wrong? Where am I going right? And what should I do? This is what AI is for. So AI is not necessarily for you to be able to replace your mind. Yes, AI is replacing some people's thinking, but that is not what the goal of AI is. The goal of AI is to come in. What did we say? Is to come in. When it comes in, what is it doing? It's coming to help you scale with speed. Don't forget that. If you have this mindset, I can assure you, there is no other businesses you cannot be able to build in this era.